Hi everybody, so I'm going to use tape to help create this look. You don't have to do it if you don't want, but I like it as a guideline. Just put it on the back of your hand a few times to take away some of the adhesiveness so it doesn't tear away your skin. Once you have that on, I'm going to prime my eyes. Any primer will do, but I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot as per usual. That is my favorite primer ever, and I don't think I've used another primer in quite a few years. After that is done, I'm going to take my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and that brown color that I showed, I'm just going to take that and use that as a transition color. I'm using a Sonia Kashuk crease brush and just using that. This color you're not really going to see, but it really helps create a base and a guideline for where you're going to put your eyeshadow. So I always like to do this regardless of what look I am creating. Whenever I'm done with that, I am taking this Project Runway from L'Oreal Audacious Amazon Gaze, and this is discontinued, but it was really one of the only palettes that I had that had green in it. So I was taking that lime green color, and with an Estee Lauder blending brush, I'm just going to use that to blend into the crease. This is going to be more of a transition color, but it's just going to help make everything smooth out and look good. Next, I'm going to take that dark green color from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Brushes palette, and using a pencil brush from Sigma, I'm just going to work that onto the outer V, really focusing it on the outer part, and then once there's less product, I'm going to bring it into the center. I'm going to do this in circular motions so I can get a darker color, and basically what you're going to do is go back and forth with blending. You're going to put some color on, blend it out, go back in and make the color darker, and so on and so forth until you're happy with the transition of the two colors. You can see here that I'm doing circular motions. I do this because it helps blend the two colors together, but still keep them two separate colors. If you do back and forth motions all the time, it actually mixes the two colors and they create another color. I wanted to keep these two colors separate, so that's why I did do circular motions. You can just see I'm going back in and darkening the color, and then I'm going to go back in with that blending brush and blend that out. I did add just a tiny little bit of that lime green color just to brighten up the color a little bit more in the crease, but you basically just want to use what's left on the brush. If you just tapped it in a few times, that's okay. I'm taking this NYX white base primer and I'm going to put this on the lid, whatever doesn't have green on it. This is going to help make our colors brighter and more vibrant. And I'm using this Wet n Wild palette in the shade, or the name, California Roll, which is so cute, and taking that sparkly light green color and a Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to pat this all over the lid. You're going to have to go in a few times to get the desired color that you want, but this is a really gorgeous color and it turned out really, really well. I wasn't expecting it to be as pretty as it was. So once you're done and you are satisfied with what that color looks like, you're just going to again go back in with whatever's left on that blending brush and just blend it all out so it goes together flawlessly. Whenever I'm done doing that, and I darken up that outer corner just a tad bit more, I'm just going to use that light white color from the California Roll palette, and I'm going to use a concealer F70 brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to put that right under the brow bone to highlight, and I'm also going to use that as my inner corner highlight. I didn't want anything too super vibrant. I just wanted something to help make my look pop, but without being super glittery. Whenever I'm done with that, just go ahead and take off your tape if you're using tape, and I'm going to take my black liquid liner, and I'm using the Physicians Formula liquid liner. I'm not going to create a wing because I did not want to take away from the beautifulness of this like green. So I start on the center of the lid and I'm just doing a thin line over the lash line to help make them look thicker. My next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this NYX gold eyeliner and the color Glitzy Gold. I just think the gold really adds a nice touch to it, so I'm going to put that all into the inner, or the waterline, and then right below into the lash line. Whenever I'm done with that, I did realize that I didn't have any red to put in for Peter's feather, so I wanted to take that like reddish orange color from the palette, and I just took that and smudged out that gold color. I didn't want a super bright red color. After you're done blending that red shade in, I'm going to take my Buxom mascara and I'm just going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes. I really like this mascara for my bottom lashes, and for the top lashes I don't really care just because I'm going to put false eyelashes on. Whenever I'm done applying that, I'm going to apply these Salon Perfect number 33 eyelashes. This is my first time wearing them and I love them. They're super thick and natural looking, but they're really helpful to look together. Okay guys, so I thought for this part of the video I would just kind of go over like everything that I have on my face and my lips instead of recording a voiceover part of doing that. Let me know if you guys enjoy watching that. I'm personally starting to get tired of, or not tired, I start skipping over the parts of like when people are doing their foundation routines, especially if I watch them all the time and it's always the same thing. So if you guys enjoy seeing me do my foundation, let me know. But otherwise I feel like it's pretty basic anyway, so I just decided to show you guys like what I put on my face. First of all, I will say the lips. I really wanted this to be such a super like dewy, like whimsical, glittery look for the pan, you know, inspired look. So for my lips, I put on MAC's Cream Sheen lipstick in the color Cream Cup, and then I went over with a tiny little bit of this gloss from Revlon in the color Petal Pusher. And then I took this pigment from Jesse's Girl in the color, I don't know what color it is, but it's this really pretty white with like green, red, and yellow like reflex in it, if you can see that. But that's what gave me this like super shimmery, frosty look. I wouldn't necessarily wear this lip look, but for the purpose of the tutorial, that's what I wanted to do. For my face, I applied my Too Faced Born This Way with my Beauty Blender, and I used, where's my concealer? The concealer that I've been using for the past few months, the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Foundation. Concealer. For my blush, I used MAC's Well Dressed, and this is like a super luminous, like pinky, girly blush anyways, but then I went over top of that with this Hard Candy Baked Blush in the color Honeymoon, which I've loved this for a really long time. I just rediscovered it. So I went over this like over the blush, so it just gave that luminous color, and then on top of my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose, I used my Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill highlighter in Champagne Pop, and I really chiseled out my cheekbones more than I normally would. It's not super chiseled out, but I normally don't do a whole lot of contour just because I feel like I know that I haven't been doing well on my diet, and I just feel like my face has put on weight, so I really want to like chisel out, make my face look a little thinner, and I use my NARS Laguna bronzer for that. And to set my oily parts, my forehead and my chin, I use my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the color Translucent. So that is everything I have on my face. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give a thumbs up for this video. If you have any requests, please let me know. I am so excited for the movie Pan to come out. I cannot wait. Disney movies were and still are my life. I absolutely love them, and I completely enjoy the fact that they're recreating all of these like prequels to like the Disney movies that we grew up and love. I will talk to you guys next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.